What if everything you've been told about winning your hardest battles is completely wrong? We have been conditioned by a relentless noise-fueled culture to believe that victory belongs solely to the loudest, the largest, and the most aggressively frantic. We are taught that when a towering problem blocks our path, we must match its chaotic energy. We must sweat, strain, out-hustle our anxieties, and forge ourselves into weapons of pure, exhaustive friction. But 3,000 years ago, in the choking dust of the valley of Elah, a young shepherd proved that the universe does not respond to human panic. It responds to divine alignment. Look at the Israelite army. They wore the heavy bronze armor of conventional wisdom, yet they stood paralyzed, their hands shaking on their swords because they were trying to fight a giant using the giant's own terms. Then stepped forward David. He didn't carry a sword. He rejected Saul's suffocating armor. His secret weapon wasn't the leather sling in his hand or the stones in his pouch. It was the absolute, unshakable stillness of his spirit. While everyone else was striving, David was resting in a power far greater than his own. He proved that the ultimate weapon against intimidation isn't more muscle, it's a quiet heart. We live in a culture that worships the grind. We are told that if we want to beat our giants, our debt, our anxieties, our toxic environments, we have to out-hustle them. We have to scream louder, work longer, and force our way through the wall. But human friction cannot cure spiritual exhaustion. David didn't defeat Goliath because he out-hustled him. His secret weapon wasn't his sling. It was his stillness. We see an ancient battlefield draped in a thick, choking white fog. The silhouette of Goliath looms in the mist, massive, terrifying, breathing like a caged beast. Opposite him, Israelite soldiers are panting, sweating under heavy bronze armor, their hands shaking on their swords. Look at the valley of Elah. The entire Israelite army is locked in a state of frantic, high cortisol panic. For 40 days, they've been trying to outthink the problem. They are mentally exhausted before the fight even begins, because panic mimics progress, but it only breeds paralysis. Now look at David. Where was he before the valley? He was in the pasture. The pasture wasn't a place of lazy stagnation. It was a high-frequency crucible of quiet preparation. While his brothers were exhausting themselves with the performative machismo of war, David was aligning his heart with the Creator. He learned that you don't defeat a giant by matching its chaos. You defeat it by anchoring yourself so deeply in God's presence that the giant's voice completely loses its gravity. King Saul frantically tries to force his massive, heavy bronze chest plate onto a young David. David takes 2 awkward, restricted steps, suffocating under the weight. David looks Saul in the eye, calmly unbuckles the straps, and lets the heavy metal crash to the dirt. When you panic, your first instinct is to grab Saul's armor. You try to use human effort, external validation, or someone else's strategy to fight your spiritual battles. You borrow anxiety to fight anxiety. David stripped it off. He chose a simple tunic and a resting heart. See, Goliath's real strategy wasn't his spear. It was psychological terrorism. He roared to spike the Israelites' heart rates, because when your nervous system is dysregulated, you lose your vision, your motor skills, and your judgment. David's true armor was a regulated spirit. He didn't react to the giant's roar. He responded to God's internal whisper. When David stepped onto that dirt, he uttered a tactical strategy that modern psychology is only now beginning to understand. He said, "The battle is the Lord's." This wasn't a cliche. It was a total transfer of pressure. His face is completely calm, his breathing slow and measured, while the massive silhouette of Goliath rushes toward him in the background blur. The hustle mindset says, if I miss this shot, everything falls apart, and it's my fault. The muscles tighten. The mind overthinks. You miss. But the rested mindset says, the outcome belongs to the sovereign architect of the universe. I am simply the conduit. Total surrender removes the paralyzing weight of personal responsibility. And when you let go of the pressure to control the outcome, you unlock supernatural precision. A tense arm throws a crooked stone. A rested, fluid spirit launches a missile. The stone didn't hit Goliath because David ran faster or yelled louder. The mountain fell because the boy was perfectly still inside. Look at the giant standing in your life right now. The debt, the fear, the broken relationship. You've tried to outwork it. You've tried to out-anxiety it. And you are utterly spent. It's time to take off Saul's armor. Step out of the frantic hustle, pull your shoulders back, and drop your heavy burdens at the altar. Take a breath. The biggest giants in your life won't fall because you fought harder. They will fall because you finally learned how to stand still.